A very good morning, everyone. So in this chapter, we will be learning all about the introduction to HTML. This is actually a revision video. This one chapter you have already completed, but since our exams are coming up, why not to revise it? All right. So here we go together. Let's start revising up chapter number 8, Introduction to HTML. This particular chapter we will be talking about what exactly HTML is. HTML is a high-level language or HLL. In that case, let's move further. HTML question arises, what is it used for? We are using HTML so that we can create our own websites. HTML basically, it stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is not a sort of programming language. In fact, it is a markup language. Please make sure you have this thing in your mind. Okay, it's not a programming language. We call it as a markup language. Now, question arises, ma'am, what is this HTML made of? Since this is revision class, you already know that HTML is made up of various tags. What? Tags. T-A-G-S. These tags define the entire programming of HTML. One more thing that we have to learn, that HTML is not a case-sensitive language. That means whatever you write in small letters and the one you write in capital letters, both will be treated same. So let's move further on that case. Here are the HTML elements and the various tags. Very first tag we used for the HTML is given up over here. Please read with me. A tag is always enclosed in angle brackets. We always use angular brackets for the sake of the tags. Like this is what the angular bracket looks like. Every time, whenever you are coding in HTML, your very first tag will be tag HTML. Normally, these tags comes in pairs. There will be one opening tag, another one closing tag. Or one will be starting tag, another one will be the ending tag. In this, you can check out the same. Example is also provided and highlighted. Starting tag is this one. Ending tag is the second one. Time to find the difference. Only one slash is extra and that provides the ending of the tag. Whenever you want to add any tag, make sure you put a slash over there. That will mark the ending of the tag. Now, starting and ending tags, are also called as opening and closing tag. Just their synonyms we are using, nothing more than that. In that case, let's start to learn how to write, how to code. In order to learn the same, first step will be the same one, write HTML code in Notepad. This step can also be done in various other softwares also. Like, in spite of writing in Notepad, why don't you write in WordPad? Things are same. So first of all, we had to write down the code in Notepad or either in WordPad. After such editor software, once you have done your coding, once codes are written, next thing is saving the file. Make sure whatever codes are there of HTML you are writing, they should be saved. Saving the file is handy. That's easy. Just you had to use one more thing extra, and that is the extension. What is it? Extension. Along with the name of the file. Like you will be writing the name of the file. Suppose this is a video class right now. So we will be saving the file like video class.html. This .html provides you the information that yes, this file belongs to HTML. In spite of using .html, you can also use .htm. Both of them are the extensions of HTML. So we have written the code. We have even saved the file using the extension. Here comes the third part, where to open, where to check the result. In order to do this, we have to open the web browser. Any sort of web browser you can use. Internet Explorer is one of them, Google Chrome. So in these, there are many number of them. Netscape is one of them, Netscape Navigator, etc. Various numbers of examples are provided. You can use whichever browser you feel fine. Just open that browser. Once that is done, simply open the file which you have saved earlier with the extension of .html. Simply locate the file and open it. The file will be open up now as a web page. Okay, the file which you have saved earlier in Notepad, that was simple, the coding of HTML. Correct? And now once you are opening it in any Explorer, it will open as a web page. The question arises, what's the purpose of web browser here? What is web browser doing? The web browser, whichever you are using, that can be Chrome, that can be Internet Explorer. What they are doing, they are simply converting actually your HTML files into web pages. They display the same. You have written in Notepad, but Explorer or any other sort of the browser will show those codes in the form of web page. So this is how to start. Let's take an example. On this screen, you can find out it's written code with HTML. First, as I have told you earlier also, every time you will write this tag only as the first tag, and this will be the only last tag. Starting of HTML, or you can say start tag. This is the closing tag. So tag HTML, then comes a few other tags, tag head, tag title, then my first web page, etc. So we will be talking about them also one by one. On that note, let's start with the first one. A moment back, I have told you that tag HTML is basically used for marking the program so that we can understand that yes, the code is written in HTML language. Here comes second one, head. This is one of the important tags. After head, we have title. These two tags mark, please look and listen carefully, second and third tag, head and title tag, these two tags mark the very topmost section, okay, the head section of the web page. Please look here. In order to teach you this, I will take an example, the same which is provided onto the screen. In title section, I'm writing my first page. Same, my first page is shown here, the topmost section of the web page. So whatever you are writing under title section will be written on the top. Once you are completing this title part, you can move to closing the title tag and then closing the head tag. After that, we will start with the next tag. 70 to 80% of programming of HTML is done under this tag. What is the name? Name of the tag is body tag. Whatever you want to write, you can simply write under body tag. Body tag opens here, while it ends here, closes here. Here, in this example, we are writing global information channel. And you can see the same, it is written in body section of the program. While looking in the browser, it is appearing onto the white section, the blank page area section of the web page, not on the top, but onto this white color space. Once you close the body, you can also close HTML. Make sure this line, or you can say this will be always your first tag and this one will be always your last tag. Moving on to the tag, again, let's revise faster. .html, that means the first one. If it is .html, that is extension. Okay, if it is tag HTML, that means it marks that you are writing the code in HTML language, and you can use browser to see the result. Here comes the second tag, head tag. It defines the header section of the page, and title defines the title section, the topmost bar of the page. Okay, last we are having body tag. Already told you, major programming part of HTML is done in this case only. Now let's learn that how many types of tags are there. Tags are actually of different types. Right now in our syllabus we are having two: container, empty. Container tags are the one. Container, that means it is containing something, right? You can take this example and can learn it. Container tags need starting and ending, or you can say it needs opening and closing. Correct. Moving on to the second one, empty tag. So they just need to start. No closing is needed in that case. Looking on to the examples of each, container elements or container tags are such as like given onto the screen. One you can read, tag HTML opens here and tag HTML closes here. So starting, ending, or you can say opening and closing, both are important in container tag. In empty, we just need to start, example, BR tag. Now, here comes up next part that I want each of you to learn. In our syllabus, we are having three things together. One of them is the tags that we have already completed. Second one was attribute, and the third is value. In order to learn the same, I have used this particular example of font. Now, please look carefully. In this example of font, we have used here font face, that means font style. Then the size of the font, and then the color of the font. In this example, just read it first. What's written? It's written like tag body, font face, then Arial, size 3, color red, then the name is written here along with the font close and body close. Now, in order to fetch out the proper information, we have to learn it one by one. We will learn the terms one by one. First of all, question number 1, which tag is it? Name of the tag is written at the top, this front one section, tag body. Now, here tag body opens, tag body close. Another tag is also used, tag font. Tag font open, tag font closed. Now, here we are moving to the next term that is known as attributes. What? Attributes. Attributes are basically the properties you are having. Like font, regarding the font, if you are talking, we have various type of the properties such as like their size, their color, their style, etc. So attributes are size and color. I have used here one of the marking. Size is written, color is written. That is attribute. If you are putting value for them, I repeat, if you insert value for such attributes, like for size, I am giving value 3. For color, I am giving value red. What? Value. So that is a value. Make it sure that this is understood by you. Here I am repeating again. Attributes are the properties. Okay, such as like tag font, we have property of size. We can even change the style, face. Okay, and we can even change the color. So size and color in this case are attributes. Face is also attribute. But if you are giving certain value, value means certain type of the entity you have linked here. For size, I am giving value 3. So this is what value again. Color, what's written here? Red. What is this? Arial. So Arial is also a value. This is all about the attributes and the value. Hope you understood this chapter. All right, keep on learning. That's it.